Okay, fine. All right. So now, we talked about emotional intelligence. We began with the principles on Monday, and we said emotional intelligence is the blending of thinking and feeling for optimal outcomes. Remember that, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So the stress is the body's response to changes that create demand on it. That's what stress is. So I remember, okay, I want us to watch this. Let's watch this. So watch.
Beyaz televizyon. Benimle oyun oynuyor ya. Akıllı ol bak. Hop. Ayak koyan Gökhan Gönül, Mandzukic. Yanında Ozan var. Sen de Gökhan. Bir buçuktaki kaldı. Hadi abi, hadi. Geldi. Şampiyon mu? Gel bak. Deli misiniz sen? Bak gel. Şampiyon olduk bak. Şampiyon olacağız. Ha Facebook'ta bir nasıl bakarız? Facebook'ta biraz.
Okay, let's share. What can you tell about this video?
There's anger, there's frustration.
Okay, thank you. Somebody else, what can you share? Share with us from what you watched. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you take home? What
Hello.
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 I
What I
feel
can share is that it's an
regret
uncontrollable.
because he noticed that he had broken after a while, and a part of his body just calmed down.
Hello.
Emotional instability.
Emotional instability. Right. Thank you. Yes. Share
Emotional
quickly.
distress. It was just distress
Uncontrollable
because
emotion.
uncontrollable emotions. Yeah.
I would say this is emotional distress.
Emotional distress. Okay, that's true.
Yes.
Yes. Who else?
That's an addiction for what he was watching. And so
Yes.
any little dissatisfaction from the outcome of what he's watching triggers an instability action from him, which we
Yes.
can see the result had led to destroying valuable things, even
Yes.
losing information that are valuable to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So that's a display of that. Hurry, make them score, make them score, make them score, make them score. Now look at TV destroyed. What do you
Laptop.
call the Mark line break like that? Within the laptop one, within the TV one. Now he's going to buy all those things afresh. He's going to clean that house. He's going to. Do you understand? So,
Yes.
you have emotional breakdown or emotional misappropriation or emotion misappropriation. Remember, they are always
Sorry, sir. There was one good thing in that video, though.
okay.
At least he didn't slap the woman.
Because it was the woman that was causing it. Do you know that?
How?
She had a remote. She was the one doing all those things.
Ah,
She was just pranking him, trying to. She was the one doing it.
I honestly thought when she came out, he would slap her out
Yes.
of the anger that was
Yes.
already
I
in
thought that she was going to be one of the things that he would destroy.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, I was afraid for her too, that he was going to pick her up and stone
Pick
her.
her
on
and
the
stone her
floor.
on the floor, just like he did
No,
the
but
TV.
now, do you
Me
know
too.
that in the Arab world, now the woman get power past man? You may be surprised that the woman now.
100%.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
That's true.
Sorry, let
Yeah.
me just say one thing here. I have met men in this country who will tell you, please, come and date me. I will be your slave.
Really?
Like, they say, come and date me. I will be your slave. I will do anything you ask me. When I take my salary, I will give it to you. If I have screenshots of those things, and it's strange to me because I know that the opposite is we have the opposite in Africa, right? So I noticed
Yeah.
that women here
Yes.
are what if he said, I will worship you. That's his word, literally. He said, I will worship you.
Wow.
I will give you my salary. I will obey you. Anything you. This is not 1-2. I'm talking about that's their style of toasting you.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, I was amazed when I started figuring. So every time I see it now, I'm not surprised.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So, anger issues. So, anger is saying something is standing in my way. Get out of my way. What's that standing in your way? That's how anger emotion is expressed. Fear is saying something is threatening me. Something is threatening me. Something wants to take something from me. That's what fear displays. So we talked about earlier that they are in stress, there's use stressors and there's use stressors. So what are the use stressors? Receiving a promotion at work, you're excited, starting a new job, marriage, buying a home, having a child, taking educational courses like you're taking like this is a use stressor. Now, this statement is the most profound statement that has been made in the entire human history. This statement, and all professions, all career, all business hinges on this. And what is it? Viktor Frankl made this statement. Let's everybody is watching. So it says what? Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. I take it again. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Everything is about stimulus and response. Stimulus is external without your control. Response is internal within your control. If somebody slaps you, external stimulus, you have power to say, no, I will not slap back, or you have power to slap back and complicate the matter. Now, there are two things here. There is a space between stimulus and response. The time the person slapped you to the time you reacted, there's a time gap or lag. That space will depend on how you were trained. And for those of you who are going through this training on emotional intelligence increases your space, the space between stimulus and response. And that space between stimulus and response is what you need to make decisions that are functional, decisions that are emotionally intelligent. Because if you have a short fuse where your stimulus and response, the space is so narrow, once you get stimulus, response, that's reaction. So there's a difference between reaction and response. To react is to take action without thinking. To respond is to take action after thinking. Thinking is the distinguishing factor here. And you remember that emotional intelligence tells you about the blending of thinking and feeling. There is feeling there, there's thinking there. But feeling cannot stand on its own, thinking cannot stand on its own. So there's a blending to achieve functional outcomes. We don't just want outcomes, we want outcomes that are functional outcomes. And let me tell you one thing that God gave every human being that distinguishes us and that makes us who we are is choice. Now my choice, now my choice, choice. You have power to do what? To choose. Nobody is a victim. You chose to be in this class. Some people chose not to come and they are not here. Yes. It's your choice. You chose to buy this program, to join, to be trained. It's a choice. Others are out there looking for what to do, but they've not chosen to be part of this program. Others are standing on the fence and say, let's see how this thing will be. Mokusia, they say they don't do one first set. This is a second set. Mokusia, whether they will do third set. These people say, so say they will continue. Now, they are there, they are not yet made their choice, chose to stand on the fence, because we say indecision is a decision. Indecision is a decision. It is better to take a decision, and it is a bad decision, than not to take decision at all. And it's about there's power in your choice. And in that, your response lies your growth and freedom. So growth and freedom is based on our choices. What are you choosing? As a healthcare provider, you make a choice of the life you want to live. You can be a healthcare provider with a difference. Healthcare provider with a ball. You got a ball. You are not like them. You go for your events. You see life as beautiful, as life to be enjoyed. It's your choice. Your growth and freedom lies within your power to choose. What are you choosing? Now, the body needs laughter as much as it needs tears. You need to laugh. You need to, make yourself happy. Sometimes I do it. I'll just remember one very funny and naughty event. I will just laugh just by myself. By myself, oh. Me by myself. I will sit and laugh. So many things are interesting around here in Nigeria. When you see the behaviors of people, they always stimulate laughter in me. When I see the way people behave, I know some people behave because of the environments they're coming from. Some behave because they don't have money. You see what people do because they don't have money. You will laugh and say, this man has money. He will not be doing what he's doing. So your body needs laughter. So try to laugh. Try to attend the comedy shows. Night of 1,000 Lives. All those events. Relax. Find the other stuff as we go on. Now, we must say no to what in our heart we don't want. We must say no to doing things out of obligation, thereby cheating those important to us of the purest expression of our love. We must say no to treating ourselves, our health, our needs as not as important as someone else's. We must say what?
No.
Whoa.
No.
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 No. No. No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
No.
No. No. No. No.
No.
No. No. No. No. No. Say no. Say no. Many of us cannot say
No.
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 Must carry everything on our head. You carry the weight of your family, carry the weight of this other person, carry everybody but yourself. You can see here, you must say no. Things that don't serve you, no. The jobs you're not supposed to do, no. The time you're not supposed to be somewhere, no. You must say no. Stop cheating yourself, stop cheating your health. Say no. It's very, very important. This is Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. If you enter an aeroplane, you are taking two things. You are taking two things together. You are taking landing safely or crashing. Do you know that? And since there is a possibility of a plane to crash, have you ever heard of a plane crash? Yes. In fact, there was a crash recently of an aeroplane. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Anything. So those perfectionist tendencies, we will begin to drop them and take life. After you have done all your planning, you have to give space. The Englishman will call it contingency or miscellaneous or unforeseen circumstances. Unforeseen is from Murphy's Law. So as a healthcare provider, just know that you are just there to provide care. To provide care, and the care you provide, you make sure after providing it, you don't become a victim. Because anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Very, very. Now, how do you manage distress management? This is the last lap of the of today's training. How do you manage distress management? Choose who? Who are you going to choose? Are you going to choose your mother, choose your father? Who are you choosing?
Yourself.
Choose myself.
Choose yourself. I want you to say it to yourself. Everybody, say it loud.
I choose myself.
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 Choose yourself all the time. You are the most important person in that room. Choose yourself. And if you choose yourself, you will do things right. You will say no when you need to say no. You will do the assignment when you're supposed to do the assignment. You will clean the patient when you're supposed to clean the patient. You will do what you are meant to do per time. Choose yourself. You will avoid complaints from clients and from your supervisors. If you choose yourself all the time. A car is running ahead, running towards you. Choose yourself, move away. Always choose yourself. Avoid injuries. You see things that can injure you, choose yourself, move away. Choose yourself. Instead of you to sleep, you say you want to go and hang out somewhere. Choose yourself and go to sleep. Number 2, navigate your emotions. Now, in navigating emotions, we use the metaphor of a ship at sea. When you are at sea, sometimes you have a lot of turbulence at sea. What do? You navigate. If the captain of the ship has what you call the radar that he uses to navigate, to move away, you have power to move away from that emotion. by doing what? You do what you call reframing. You reframe the emotion and give an excuse for the emotion so that you can move on. Navigate your emotions. Change location where possible. Some of us need to change the location that we live. Some need to change the location of the people, of the places we work, so that your stress levels can go down. For instance, people who live in Lagos and the stress is so much, the man is dying from stress, from distress. He will need to change his location. Leave Lagos and come to Abuja, or leave Lagos and go to Uyo. You must change location. Exercise and play. You must play. Anybody who is not playing, who is not exercising, will use drugs. If you are not playing, you're not exercising, you will use drugs now or later. If you are not playing or exercising, what will you use?
Drugs.
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 So play, exercise, play, exercise, play, exercise. Very, very important. Diet. Eat food that will contribute to nutrition of your body and not just eating for eating purpose. You eat pounded yam in the morning, pounded yam in the morning, pounded yam in the evening, pounded yam, pounded yam, pounded yam till the sun goes down. Before you know it, you have problems. Eat right, eat balanced diet, fruits and vegetables. Reduce your sugar. Avoid drinking all those fizzy drinks. There is kunu, there is zobo. There's kunu aya, there's kunu ngeda. Eat all our natural food. Attend, go for massage. Stay away. Go and have a good massage, professional massage.
They go to do natural things and drink.
Massage is very important. Professional massage. You do your massage. We recommend 1 massage per week. Go for massage once a week to reduce your distress. Sleep. You need to sleep. 6 to 7 hours a day is good sleep. Night sleep, between 10 and 2, you should be sleeping. 10 and 2, sleep, because that's the period of rejuvenation, the period of healing of the body. Sleep. Gardening and farming is a distress manager. Have a small garden where you wake up in the morning, you go and water, you go and tend, you go and care for something. It helps to manage distress. As you see plants as they grow, it shows you that life can be better. So, everyone, to manage distress, all depends on you. Number 1 thing, who is the most important person in the distress management?
Yourself.
Myself.
Myself.
Choose yourself.
Myself.
And if you choose yourself, you love yourself, you choose yourself, you love yourself. Don't love other people more than yourself. Love your neighbor as
yourself.
Yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will stop here and we will take your questions. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
I came late, sir.
Hey, you get
Thank
late.
you.
The record is sent now. Thank you, sir.
I really joined so late, so
Thank you, sir.
it is well. Very interesting class.
Thank you so much. So any questions before?
Thank you, sir.
Can I go first?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so emotional intelligence, always very key, always very, very needed. But as we were teaching today, one of the things that came to my mind is 2 things. First, how is it that we listen to you so often? We listen to other materials that guides us on emotional intelligence, but it's so easy to hear them and feel good about them, but it's so difficult to apply or practicalize them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, the other thing would be, I don't know if it's a question or it should just be me narrating the what I think is one of the root cause. Now, for some of us, we have been brought up in an environment where, or should I say environment, or we have a certain kind of temperament that is a little impatient with people, or like you would normally hear or say, some people say, I don't take nonsense, that sort of thing. They say she's a no-nonsense woman. She's a, you know, that kind of thing. So every time anybody brings up something, like I'm guilty, even in this class, I know that there are some people in this class where will say, this woman says, you know, they patient, waiting me that, you know, that kind of thing. So how do you try to want to balance what you are learning and how you apply them and the kind of temperament you have and the kind of person you have been and the kind of environment you've grown? And, you know, you're a professional, yes, you want to serve people, yes, you want to do good, yes, but sometimes that's I don't know if it's a demon or if it is a weakness or whatever it is I can call it. So what do you recommend? And I know that I'm not speaking for me. I know that we are humans and sometimes we fall short. Yes, sometimes we realize that we try to apologize or make amends, but those that especially that capture where you say the gap between your stimulus and response is very narrow. For so many of us, it's actually very narrow. So what do we do to consistently try to see how we can make it wider? So that when somebody does something wrong, you can take a break and, you know, so it's a concern basically. I'm sure you understand my question.
Yeah, I understand very well. You know, we just like somebody who has lived to be eating sugar for 30 years, then they don't come and tell him.
Exactly.
Very difficult. But you see, intentionality changes the game. To be intentional and to be aware. Awareness is the new goal. To be aware. Like, remember a philosophy called Socrates. Socrates said, man, know thyself. Know thyself. That knowledge is awareness. Be aware of who you are, where you are, what is disturbing, creating this scenario. We have been so trained and we have now used to the environments that we have been trained to pick up so many things that is now disturbing us. So when we train emotional intelligence, it's not a perfectionist intelligence. It's not for you to do it immediately. You give room for learning and for failure. As you learn, you may show a behavior that you failed in, but if you can be aware to say, oh, I made a mistake here, that improves your emotional intelligence and it strengthens your brain capacity to be able to expand that space between stimulus and response. So it's practice, practice, practice. The miracle we need is practice. Practice awareness that this happened and you came back to yourself and say, I did this wrong. This I have to correct next time. Grow.
Right.
You grow from there. You grow from there.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other question? We have a few, like less than 6 minutes to go before we shut down. Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go.
Please, when you mentioned the first item on stress management, that's
choose yourself.
It's not the first one. Choose yourself. Yes, something came to my mind. 2 words.
Okay.
Passion and selfishness. Please, can you balance the words on one side? Passion versus choose yourself, and on the negative side, selfishness versus choose yourself.
Okay. Now, when I say choose yourself is doing things that, number one, will benefit your body and not distress you. So you can be passionate about what you do, but you know that passion has its own limitation. You must be passionate and also be emotionally intelligent to know when to say no and when to stop. You know that, was it Gene Rogers that say, he sang a song that you must know when to say, when to walk away, isn't it? When to walk away. There's a time to walk away. There's a time to stay. And we talk about selfishness. Selfishness is a negative form of choose yourself. In choosing yourself, it's not that you're selfish. You are just protecting your own self and making sure that you don't get hurt or get harmed in such a way that you are unable to provide service to the needs of your client. So you must balance passion and selfishness. Passion is driving you. Passion is love and anger mixed together to be able to drive, to get things done. Get things done, but don't get everything done in a day. That's why we have dates. There's a Monday, there's a Tuesday, there's a Wednesday, there's a Thursday, and there's a Friday. That's why we have time. Because we have time, Everything should not be done at once. We should, if you finish everything today, you go die tomorrow. They go step by step. They go one by one. Be taking this step by step until you achieve your goal. But to be selfish means that you know something, you have ability to give somebody a relief and you don't do it. That becomes selfishness. So that is just it. So you balance it and always look at yourself, your health. If you are feeling sick, you don't need to go to work. That is choosing yourself. If you go to work, you'll be useless to yourself and become a burden to the people because you can't do anything. Take care of yourself. Exercise, knowing that you need your body to function, to offer service. Make that body in order. Service, we take our cars for routine maintenance. When did the last time you took yourself out for a routine maintenance? You went to the spa, you did your nails, you did your pedicure and manicure, you had a massage, you went to the garden, you took gardening, you walked around the garden, took some fresh air. Just take care of yourself. Do things that will bring you back to life. Go to nature, hug some trees, and be human. Come back to human, to natural environment. Everything around, we have seen too many artificial things. Even grasses now, flower now, they do artificial one full everywhere. So we have problems. So you must choose yourself to make sure you are in that frame of mind that is functional for you. So any other question?
Yes, sir. I have a question. Concerning sleep, what's the advice? What's the time frame for an adult to sleep? Because later they are saying that if you sleep for 6 hours or 7 hours as an adult, you are sleeping your destiny away. So what can you advise?
That's what motivational speakers have turned it into. They say, if you sleep for this, you have slept 25 years, if you have 50 years, and people are, look, let me tell you, where are those motivational speakers today? Where are they today? See, what is recommended in sleep physiology is 6 to 7 hours for adults. 6 to 7 hours. That is when your brain, it's only the brain that washes the brain. Only sleep that washes the brain. Washing meaning is sleep that detox the brain. And you need your brain as the executive function of your body to be able to help you to function properly. So 6 to 7 hours. Don't listen to those motivational speakers. They are just talking their way. God designed you to sleep. Sleep is part of life. There is healing in sleep. Sleep heals. So 6 to 7 hours is very important. Yes. Any other?
Sir, a quick one, sir. Is there much difference? A quick one, sir, please. Is there much difference between the resistance phase of stress and exhaustion phase?
Of course.
Okay, so this question you can answer in your next class. I'm sorry, we have just a minute to go. So you answer
I'll
her
be
question.
there with you on Monday. So
the difference between what she asked, we can answer on
resistance phase
Monday.
and exhaustion phase.
Yes.
Very fun.
Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. See you on
Thank you.
Monday.
God bless you, sir.
See you
God
Monday.
bless you. Thank you so much. Okay,
Thank
have
you,
a good day,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Yes, sir.
You too, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Next what time?
Bye, you know, I did now.